Hey, welcome back and आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं चैप्टर नंबर 5 एंड लास्ट चैप्टर में we have discussed okay be a good listener, encourage other and talk about themselves, then people are like you. And today we are going to read the chapter number 5, that is how to interest people. ओके पीपल के ऊपर लोगों के आप इंटरेस्ट कैसे लें, ओके उसके बारे में. Okay, everyone who was ever a guest of Theodore Roosevelt was astonished at the range and diversity of his knowledge, whether his visitor was a cowboy or a rough rider, a New York politician or a diplomat. Roosevelt knew that what to say. Okay, and how was it done? The answer was simple. Whenever Roosevelt expected a visitor, he sat off late the night before the reading of on the subject in which he knew his guest was particularly interested. For Roosevelt knew, as all readers know, that the royal road or to a person's heart is to talk about the things he or she treasures most. The genial William Leon Phillips, a CST and professor of literature at Yale, learned this lesson early in life. When I was 8 years old, I was spending a weekend visiting my aunt Libby Linsley at her home in Stratford on the Housatonic. He wrote in his essay on human nature, a middle-aged man called one evening, and after a polite skirmish with my aunt, he devoted his attention to me. At that time, I happened to be excited about birds, and the visitor discussed the subject in a way that seemed to me particularly interesting. After he left, I spoke of him with enthusiasm. What a man! My aunt informed me he was a New York lawyer, that he cared nothing whatever about boards, that he took not the slightest interest in the subject. But why then did he talk all the time about the boards? Because he is a gentleman. He saw you were interested in birds, and he talked about the things you know would interest and please you. He made himself agreeable. And William Leon Phillips added, I never forget my aunt's remark. I, as I write this chapter, I have before me a letter from Edward L. Shalif, who was active in Boy Scout work. One day I found I needed a favor, wrote Mr. Shalif. A big scout jamboree was coming off in Europe, and I wanted the president of the one of the largest corporations in America to pay the expenses of one of my boys for the trip. Okay. Unfortunately, just before I went to see this man, I heard that he had drawn a check for $1 million, and that after it was cancelled, and he had it framed. So the first thing I did when I entered his office was to ask to see the check. That's a check for $1 million. I told him I never knew that anybody had ever written such a check, and that I wanted to tell my boys that I had actually seen a check for $1 million. He gladly showed it to me. I admired it and asked him to tell me all about how it happened to be drawn. You notice don't you? Mr. Khalif did not begin by talking about the Boy Scouts or Jam Jamboree in Europe. What it was he wanted. He talked in terms of what interested the other men. Here is the result. Presently, the man I was interviewing said, "Oh, by the way, what was it was wanted to see me about?" So I told him, to my vast surprise. Mr. Khalif continues, he not granted immediately what I asked for, but much more. I had asked him to spend only one boy to Europe, but he spent 5 voyages and myself gave me a letter of credit for $1,000 and told us to stay in Europe for 7 weeks. He also gave me a letter of introduction to his branch presidents, putting them at your service, and he himself met us in Paris and showed us the town. Since then, he has given jobs to some of the boys whose parents were in want, and he is still active in our group. And yet, I know if I hadn't found out what he was interested in and got him warmed up fast, I would not have found him 1/10 as easy to approach. Is this a valuable technique to use in business? Is it? Let's see, take Henry G. Duvernoy of Duvernoy and Sons, a wholesale baking firm in Newark. Mr. Duvernoy had been trying to sell bread to a certain New York hotel. He had called on the manager every week for 4 years. He spent to the same social affairs the manager attended. He ever took rooms in the hotel and lived there in order to get the business, but he failed. Then said Mr. Duvernoy, after studying human relations, I resolved to change my tactics. I decided to find out what interested this man, what catch his enthusiasm. I discovered he belonged to a society of hotel executives called Hotel Greeters of America. He not only belonged, but his bubbling enthusiasm had made him president of organization, the president of the International Greeters, no matter where its conventions were held, and he would be there. So when I was in the next day, I began talking about the greeters. What a response I got. What a response. He talked to me for half an hour about the greeters, his tones vibrant with enthusiasm, and I could plainly see that this society was not only his hobby, it was the passion of his life. Before I left this office, he had sold me a membership in his organization. In the meantime, I had said nothing about the bread, but a few days later, a steward of his hotel phoned me to come over with samples and prices. I don't know what did to the old boy. His steward greeted me, but his ear is sold on you. Think of it. I had been drumming at that man for 4 years, trying to get his business, and I had still a drumming at him. If I hadn't finally taken the trouble to find out what he was interested and in what he enjoyed talking about, in the beautiful Cumberland Valley of Maryland, after he completed his military service, unfortunately, at that time there were few jobs available in the area. A little research uncovered the fact that a number of companies in the area were either owned or controlled by the unusual business maverick R.J. Fonkhauser, whose rise from poverty to riches intrigued Mr. Harinam. However, he was known for being accessible to job seekers. Mr. Harinam wrote, I interviewed I interviewed a number of people and I found that his major interests were anchored in his drive for power and money. Since he protected himself from the people like me by use of detached and stern secretary, I studied her interests and goals, and only then I paid the announced visit at her office. She had been Mr. Funkhaus orbiting stay satellite for about 15 years. When I told her I had a proposition for him which might translate himself into a financial and political success for him, she ma become enthused. I also conversed with her about her constructive participation in his success. After this conversation, she arranged for me to meet Mr. Frank Funkhaus. I entered his huge and impressive office, determined not to ask directly for a job. He was seated behind a large carved desk and thundered at me. How about it, young man? I said, Mr. Funkhauser, I believe I can make money for you. She immediately rose and invited me to sit in one of the large upholstered chairs. I enumerated my ideas and qualifications. I had to realize these ideas as well as how they could contribute to his personal success and that of his business. RJ, as he as he become known to me, hired me at once, and for over 20 years I have grown in his enterprises. And we both have about 20 years I have grown in his enterprises and we both have prospered. Talking in terms of other persons' interest pays off for both parties. However, J. Herging, a leader in the field of employee communications, has always followed this principle. When asked what reward he got from it, Mr. Herging responded that he not only received a different reward from each person, but but that in general the reward had been in enlargement of this his life each time he spoke to someone. And principle 5, talk in terms of other person's interest. This is the principle of 5. First, what is the first principle? First principle is to be sincere and genuine interested to people. Okay. And second is smile, and third is remember the person's name, and that person's name is the sweetest and most important sound in any language. Okay. In fourth is what? Be a good listener and talk about themselves, not yourselves. And last is 5. Principle 5 is a talk in terms of others person's interest. Okay, in next video we talk about the chapter number 6, how to make people like you instantly. Okay, and as here 27. Okay, 27 August 2024. Okay, bye.